Hey, everybody! Welcome to Tavern
Yay.
Knights.
Hey.
We're actually closer to on time this week than we have been in the past. It's only 11 after. But yeah, so welcome back. Last week, if you were here, you got to see the group take on and defeat their first dragon.
Oh my god.
Ton of fun.
An adult dragon, no less.
It was an
Yes.
adult dragon. It was a bit harrowing and nerve-wracking, but we were able to make it through.
Scary, even.
Yeah,
Quite.
I rolled poorly.
Thankfully.
You did. One or two nat ones on that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm already rolling better.
Great.
Oh yeah, that was a 17 and a 20. The dice are back.
It's all right. Just use those up now. It's good.
But yeah, so you guys have completed that. You found the item that you were looking for.
We did.
The Circlet of Secrets. And you at the end of the adventure, at the end of the thing, I had said that you guys had actually made your way back out. I'm not going to make you roll to go back across that rope bridge unless you guys really want to.
No.
I will say that you either take your time or between the spells and stuff that you guys have, you actually make it across without any issues. So,
Thank you.
Generous TM.
Yeah. Now, the only other thing I had a question of was whether or not you guys were going to take a long rest inside the cavern before you left, or a short rest, or anything.
Sleep in this place.
I'd say we get the fuck out and then camp outside because we have been in this horrid place for like a week in game time.
I think it was 4 or 5 days.
You were actually only in here for 2.5 days.
Even so, it
Feels
felt
like
like a
2
week.
months.
Yeah, it feels like 3 months, but yeah.
Time of day, it's still like late morning-ish, mid after, early.
By the
afternoon.
time you get out, it's early evening.
Oh wow. Okay.
It
Guys,
takes a while
I'm
for you guys
sorry,
to get
We're
back
at the
through.
bottom of this place. Remember?
I need.
I
a
am
quick
not
second.
opposed to getting out in open air.
I want to go outside.
And
All right.
I'm so done with this place. I am done with this cavern. I'm done.
You're already walking out.
Guys, give me a quick second here. I, like a moron, decided to put my horn back in its holster, and through tipping it to get it into the holster,
You spilled.
spilled braggot all over my dice. They're very well
congratulations.
seasoned, but give me just like a minute. I'm gonna rinse these off.
It's to rinse his dice. You know, it's probably something we should all do from time to time. Make sure we rinse our
I want to
dice.
get those bone dice.
The bone dice?
Yeah, like actual, like they're made out of actual bone, and they slowly absorb the oils from your hands, and that's how they stay preserved without breaking down.
Huh.
Okay.
Cool.
They're
That's
water,
super
smart.
cool.
water buffalo bone, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Russ, if you haven't had it yet, that the gift that Renee left you, delicious.
Okay. I have not cracked it yet. I'm waiting, and I'm just gonna finish off my Pepsi here, and then I'm gonna have some.
Yeah, it's
I said, did you tell
our
them what it
zombie
is?
steak Manhattan with a old-fashioned simple syrup added to it.
Oh, very cool. Very
And
cool.
it's really yummy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so it
Thank
is
you for
11%.
Fashions.
It is
Okay.
11%,
Well,
Russ.
there's not much to it, so. But thank
I
you
got
for
the little one on purpose
Okay.
because it'll knock you on your ass and you can get white girl drunk on it.
They call that shwasted.
Wasted.
Well, you should have like grabbed the movie I have for Chris. You should have, she just like, it was like a drive-by boozing. She just kind of pulled up, dropped it on the.
I was running over an hour late. My truck driver didn't show up until 5:30 when he should have been there at like 3:30.
That's who's trying to get home in time for this.
Right.
What did Coburn say earlier? He said it'll turn you into a voodoo doll.
Something like that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because woo!
A voodoo doll.
The Woo Girls.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's actually, I
Right.
love that episode of How I Met Your Mother.
But why are they wooing? Listen to the woo.
All right. So you guys have exited the cavern. The sun is going down.
Oh, shadows are getting long.
Yes, the shadows are getting long. What would you like to do?
I think this would be an excellent time for us to make camp and have a campfire and
Have a hot meal.
have a meal under the stars when we're not surrounded by the stench of orc and evil.
Are we right outside the front door, or do we like go
You
down?
are
the
just
path?
where we're starting is you guys are just at the front. You guys have just exited the cave. You're still at the top of Stone Tooth.
Well, yeah, we definitely don't need to do it right in front of the cave here. Or at the entrance. Let's move away a little bit.
Can I point out how inconsiderate it was of the people that designed this dungeon to not have a back entrance? We had to tread all the way back.
All the way back, yeah.
Poor craftsmanship.
I mean, there probably was a back entrance, like in the lake, that the
Let's say that
But the
dragon had to get
dragon
out somewhere.
probably used.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
But none of us are going to be able to use that particular entrance or exit.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I have my cool new dragon scale cittern pick.
That's right. We did for those guys watching, we did come out with a few pretty serious magic items. One of which is a magic cittern that our bard here has taken possession of, and it's pretty fantastic. So.
Let me tell you guys something. I didn't know what a cittern was when we started that session, but within the past couple weeks, I would be lying if I said I wasn't looking at my bank account and trying to figure out how long it would take me to save up for one. Because they're cool. They're really cool.
I mean, it's basically a kind of a lute, right? I mean, what makes it different from like a lute or a mandolin or?
Okay, so let me tell you.
Okay.
It's like an octave mandolin, only with an extra course. So it's got 10 strings. And it's just got that little extra oomph, that little extra like range and richness to it. And it's actually more historically accurate to the Renaissance period than a mandolin would be, or like a bouzouki or something. Like bouzouki's weren't even introduced until after the Greek period. The Greek people started using them in I think the 1960s in popular music, and then it started getting incorporated into Irish folk songs that were being reintroduced in the 60s.
Okay.
So
Fascinating.
Yeah. Musical instrument history lesson.
Citterns are actually older than bouzoukis and mandolins.
Okay.
Cool.
And 10 strings. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're all doubled up like a mandolin, so it would be 5 courses.
So kind of like a 12-string guitar where they're all doubled up. And...
Yeah, except on a 12-string guitar, some of the strings are octaves of each other. On a cittern, I believe they're just doubled up. It's 2 of the same string.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Citterns are really cool, and I very much want one now.
But they're a little bit on the pricey side.
I would assume they'd be hard to come by, though.
Yeah, the cheapest one that I could find was $850, so I would have to sell my oud and my shamisen just to buy one. So thanks, Chris. Thank you so much for this brand new interest that I have found.
I didn't expect you to go out and buy one.
That's how
You had to have known this would happen.
Hey, hopefully the next stimulus check comes in. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other $1,400.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way down the mountain through the pass, and let me just let's see percentile. Make it to your horses, and they're okay.
How much better does it smell out here?
you guys walked out, and wow, the smell is. This is like breathing fresh air for the first time in a couple of days. It is so much better, especially as you get down the mountain and you get more into like some of the scrub and some of the trees that are around. It has that real earthiness to it that it's very clean. It also just rained recently, it looks like.
Oh,
So the smell of rain.
Yes.
But
So
not
we're
the
all, like,
worm rain.
Yeah.
taking in the scent of fresh. Well, those of us who
It's a
haven't
little
had
humid now.
prestidigitation cast on our upper lips for the past 3 days must be nice.
But yeah, so it is definitely it's a very fresh smell. But yeah, but it is humid out right now because you guys are in summer, so
Don't care.
it is a little humid and the air is definitely damp.
Okay. All right. Well, I say we make a camp and just kind of rest for the night and like maybe I don't know roll around in the pile of money that we've made. And
I can take a few minutes and make a nice little hut for us, nice and comfortable.
That'll be lovely.
Yes.
So I'll take.
Oh my god. This is the first time I've been in contact with plants that I can actually have conversations with.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Phelan, did you want to talk to the tree again and see how it's doing?
Which one was that?
That one over there.
Did I talk to it before we came in here?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember a mushroom. I remember.
Maybe was it the mushroom? Was it
I
the
remember
mushroom?
having a
It was
I
a
had a
mushroom.
conversation.
It
with
looks like a
mushroom.
tree. With my size, it looks like it's a tree.
Right, that was inside the cave. I talked to a mushroom and asked it to not spore us anymore.
That's right. Yes.
No, there's
Yes.
something out here that you're asking them to like keep an eye on the horses or something.
No, I asked them to build me a hammock, and they did, and that's what I'm about to do right now.
He's going to talk to botanicals again.
So I'm gonna take
Yes.
the 11 minutes and make a nice little comfortable hut for us.
Okay, hold on, because I'm actually going to do something here. I am going to gather up your characters. Copy. Actually, wait, I will just do it this way because this will be better. I can just grab each of them and bring them in. Okay, right here. Uriah, Phelan, Lauka, Maricaris, Octavian. Okay. All right, so now I am going to move you over to here.
Oh.
And we will move to the map screen. And now right in front of Bennick is where the fire is. So like right here. I don't have an actual like campfire type of thing, but there is a fire there and you guys set up and it actually becomes night.
Do do do.
Which if you notice everything around just kind of just went dark. It's actually a really cool effect is that I can make it nighttime.
I don't know. I see bright light.
Yeah,
Well-
it's still. Nothing changed for me.
Yeah.
Well, you should only be able to see out to a range. Let me.
Well, yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's night.
Renee, we have dark vision.
Yeah, there.
Oh, there
That's
we
probably
go.
There
why.
we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
It just took a moment.
Well,
Took them all.
it also had me reset. I reset the fog of war, so now yes, it is nighttime.
Fog of War is actually my favorite stoner metal band.
So you guys are spending.
They're a
the
Man of
evening
War
here.
cover band.
This is
Chris.
you're just off the road a little bit. Yep. Yes.
For some reason, I can't move my character at all.
Let me check something. Permissions. Oh, because no. Default save changes. Can you move him right now?
Nope.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to just reload.
Yeah, let's say you've got permissions. Can everybody else move their characters? Okay.
Okay, now I can move it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. So yes. So you've set up camp. You have a fire going, and it's casting out the dim light as it starts to kind of wind down. But yeah, you've had this experience. You're relaxing. You've got the dome up, which is good because it actually starts to rain again that night. And let me.
It's nice.
Can you
nice.
Can you repeat what you just said over the past 15 seconds? My headphones totally screwed up and disconnected and then reconnected.
Oh, I was just basically saying you guys have made camp. You're relaxing, and Yukariah has put up this dome that you're all gathered underneath, which is a good thing because the wind starts picking up and a storm is moving in.
Hmm.
And we're going to actually do this. Oh, it didn't do it. Why didn't it do it?
How many days travel back to Blasingale?
About 3. Oh, as I reset that. There we
Oh,
go.
that's
Oh, it's neat. It's raining.
Oh, that's sweet.
It just kind of feels nice because it's just nice to be outside and be in nature again and not in that dank, shitty dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually a storm that's rolling through. Every once in a while, you hear a peal of thunder.
That's probably super relaxing.
And you can hear it. It's bouncing off of the dome. So the rain is bouncing off the dome. So it's almost like you can hear it on just a roof.
So Climbrum actually. Climbrum actually takes off her monk overshirt.
Mm-hmm.
She has wraps around her chest and that, so it's not like she's stripping, but actually takes off her outer dressing, takes her braids out, her big long braid out, and actually walks out and just stands in the rain and meditates in the rain for a little bit.
Okay.
Just
It is a
taking a minute.
It is a warm summer rain.
Oh, so okay. Yeah, I'm building a hammock right now. Okay. Yeah. So
I am going in the shelter because I'm not going to sleep in the rain, but it's nice to hear it.
That's why. Yeah.
Same.
I don't want to sleep in wet clothes. That's why she took off her outer dressings.
You know how much of a pain in the ass wet armor is? It's just not gonna do.
Why I don't wear any.
Exactly.
yeah, before we actually settle down and decide to go and sleep, I'm gonna walk outside and I'll cast speak with. I just call it talk with botanicals. I don't actually know what it's called anymore.
Speak with plants.
Speak with plants. Yeah. So I'll cast that, and I would like to ask the foliage around me if they would be so kind as to construct just maybe an umbrella and something to sit on so I can enjoy the rain and smoke a pipe.
Okay. And how's that go?
Oh, shit. Hold on.
He forgot his oud.
I want to talk with botanicals, walk with botanicals. Every beam and stalk with botanicals. And they would walk and speak and woot. I forget how it goes. It's been so long since I've had to cast it. Hold on, take two. I
Alright.
want to walk with botanicals, talk with botanicals, every beam and stalk with botanicals. And that'll have to do.
that'll do.
I think that's all you've ever had.
And then so the trees actually kind of form a nice hammock, as well as a bunch of the canopy interlaces above it and makes a nice little dry area.
Excellent.
Phelan, are you near me?
Oh yeah.
I
I assume you're like right outside the dome, right?
Yeah, I open up an eye, and do you have tobacco to share?
Absolutely, I do. And would I whisper? Could you make another seat, please, boys?
And another small little swing appears.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, can
and I
make it
pull
like a
out my
porch
pipe.
swing? Like a little porch swing with an awning?
Sure.
Awesome.
This is cool.
So I
I'm not
scoot
gonna
over
lie.
and I pat the seat.
I sit down. This is cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you two are actually right here then. Here and here.
That works.
Just outside the dome.
I can apparently also move Bennick still.
Oh, yeah, it's probably because you're probably still the one controlling him.
Oh yeah, I forgot how to rotate. How do we rotate again?
It's hold Alt or Control or Shift, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. One rotates faster than the other.
Oh, also before I left the dome, I also took all of my wrappings off of my arms because I didn't want them to get wet.
Okay. All right. Well,
And Phelan, since you're next to me, you actually just see a whole bunch of burn scars on the top of my forearms.
Ooh.
Oh, because you're not wearing your shirt.
Pretty much,
Or
yeah.
her wraps.
Okay.
Yeah, or my wraps.
Okay. Well, I've seen plenty of people from different walks of life, so I'll glance down and maybe if you look over, we'll make eye contact, but I really won't mention it. And
Okay.
I'll just comment on, it's nice to hear rain again, isn't it?
True that. It is.
Feels like we were in there for months.
And now it's hard to believe it was only a couple of days.
A dragon. We just killed a dragon.
Dude, a fucking dragon! Holy shit!
I can't quite. I mean,
Well, you
The
fought
first
dragons.
one.
Well, I
the
mean, you
first
said
one
you
I
fought
thought
dragons
was,
before.
I'll never do this again, but again, and the same kind. Well,
Cool.
Hi, Stella.
Hi, Stella.
hi Stella.
Hi, Stella.
Hello.
I may just have to write something about this at some point.
You should. I mean, also, that thing that sucked out our life force.
Did it
Man.
get you too?
It's been a rough 2 days.
I tried to turn her away. I said, "Hey,
Look,
look,
I
let's-"
wasn't even talking about her. I was talking about the thing that almost killed Malka.
Oh, that! Yes! Right. I would love to set the record straight. I would never partake in such deeds. Inside an active dungeon, a cave of evils where we can sense the evil presence. I'm not that brash. There is a time and a place. I would have absolutely taken her to the nearest inn. I tried.
But not in a dank dungeon.
No, absolutely not.
That's good.
I mean, who would?
I mean, I just trail off.
So I'm in the hut,
Yeah.
and I've taken my armor off and I'm kind of cleaning it and kind of looking. I'm looking over the new shield that I have, and it's nice and stuff. But then so I set everything aside, and I start to basically I'm gonna kind of pray. I'm gonna sit in a more, and I'm gonna do a little more intense prayer right now.
Okay.
And just kind of commune with Heronius, and because it was a hell of a couple of days, and particularly with that dragon. I mean, a paladin, a knight, a paladin, confronting a dragon is a pretty big deal. So I'm kind of taking it in.
Okay. Is anybody else?
I almost killed
kinda-
Euchariah. I almost killed Euchariah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We all almost died.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
They hear him scream from inside the hut.
Oh man, that's
I will
funny.
say this, just as an aside to the last one, the savior of that of the last game was Octavian. He was the true hero of that.
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Without a doubt.
With one spell.
Water
One
water?
spell.
Water walk?
Water walk.
Water walk.
Not
Oh,
even
I
an
was-
attack spell. That was the brilliant point of the night.
I've never
Yes.
looked more forward to my turn coming than that one.
Isn't it-
Running out of my sight, I had a little panic.
Isn't it hilarious when you've got something that's gonna all change, just completely change the game, and but you don't want to tell anybody, and
Oh,
you're just
you're-
kind of like,
I
And
was
you're sitting there looking at
Fucking
everybody
right.
else going, "Don't fuck it up! Don't fuck it up! Don't fuck it up!"
yeah.
It's like when you're looking at your Yucca partner and you
Yeah.
have a lay down loner and they call the complete
Oh, yeah.
opposite
Pick it up.
suit.
What?
I was just
Euchre.
waiting.
I
I'm
have
just
played
like,
that game.
I've never been more excited. I'm always excited, and that was it. Like it's like three turns to go. Like it's coming.
You
Ah.
with that single spell, you took away all of that dragon's advantages.
Yep.
Bennick
I mean,
is
we had,
congratulating you as well. He's like, that was a great spell. That was perfectly timed.
Thank you.
We had a
I've been
bunch of
quiet this
potions
whole
of
time
water
just
breathing.
because of just the whole feeling of dread in that dungeon. I'm just finally relieved and exhausted, mentally checked out. As I'm also taking off my chainmail that has a big acid hole in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
happened
should
in
do
this
that.
one too.
Yeah, a lot happened down here.
Fuck this dungeon.
We need to get you some new armor.
Yeah.
I kind of
Well,
like it.
don't worry, we've got plenty of money to take care of that.
Should I send a note to Raslim?
Hey, why
We're
not?
not near you.
That'd be
Should I send a note to Raslim?
probably a good idea at this point. I think letting him know what we did. It's not a bad idea.
Just to let him know we're on our way back. I'm not sure how long. It's going to take a few weeks to get back to Phandalin, right?
You are a good 3 days from Blastingdale, then about a day to the border, and then about a week to back. So you're looking at about 10 days, 10, 11, depending on how quickly you go back.
I would tell him we're heading back. We'll save the evil cult and the dragon when we return.
Oh, really? You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, just let him know we found what he's looking for.
Okay. Nothing else? I mean, there's not much else to tell other than the fact that we got it. I can send him. Yeah, I can send it to him. So.
Hey, Razlim, how are you?
How you doing? Is that goblin still with you?
Count the words.
Yeah, the problem is that Travis a lot of times counts syllables, not words. I've watched him count syllables, not words.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I only listen
You
to
see
it.
him trip up a lot where he actually recalculates because he fixes it.
Well, this will be pretty straightforward. I'll just, I'll cast sending and send a note to Razlam.
Okay.
Let him know. Razlam, attain the circulating Kundakar, about 2 weeks travel away. Any further instructions? What word from Fandolin?
Okay. A couple of minutes go by, and then you receive a response. It is good to hear from you. Glad to hear that you were successful. Be careful coming back. No, nothing new here.
Okay.
I'll pass that along. Party. So, all right. I think he's expecting us now.
Excellent.
Okay.
It's good
It's
to know.
really good tobacco.
Thank you.
Where'd you get this?
From Greyhawk. I found.
I've never been that far north.
Sorry, did I say? I'm mistaken. I was thinking about something else.
I mean, Greyhawk's a big city. Is that where you're from?
Yeah. I've been there before, but I.
Goes and travels.
Yes, I was there for a short while.
What's it like?
Large and fun.
Yeah.
Lively, I would say. And the people, if you know the right ones, are some of the best you could ever have in your life. But there are bigger adventures to have in other places for sure.
No, I hope to make it up there at least once in my life. I mean, I grew up in Haven Hill, and I've only been in, Fandolin a few times, Haven Hill and the monastery. So I mean, I've never traveled out of Ulick even until very recently.
If we make our way there ever, we may well have some drinking to do. I know a fair few good spots.
Excellent. Always down to try a good drink.
Actually, if I may leave you, friends, stay here. And I speak to the plants and I say, maintain this, would you, please, guys? What do they say?
You get an acknowledgement.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go back into the hut and see. Well, first, I'd like to take out the cittern and see what condition the strings are in. I know it's a magical instrument, but I just want to look and see if it's playable.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're brand new.
Oh God, magic strings. Yes.
Gonna have to worry about breaking one on a fumble or something.
Okay, so never mind. Yeah, I just take it out and I'm just going to set my pipe down. Just relax and enjoy the rain and play a little tune.
Okay. Make a performance check.
That's a nat 20.
This is the easiest instrument you've ever played. It's like
What?
natural. You're just
Yeah, +7, so that's a 27.
everything is just it's just coming to you. The
Strings are like silk.
yeah, and just it has to be something to do with being out of that dungeon and out here in the world and with the rain coming down and the percussion of the thunder and everything. It's just it's like the perfect setup for you to play, and it's
I like
just
play a little riff, and like when the bar ends, some thunder cracks in the distance.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's super cool. I definitely stay out in the rain for a couple hours and then eventually I rejoin to actually sleep in the hut.
Okay.
I request first watch and I spend all the first watch outside the dome and then come in for to relieve my watch
Okay.
and rebraid my hair, dry off, rewrap my arms, put my shirt back on.
Okay. Overall, the night goes by completely uneventfully. You guys get a peaceful night. You have a long rest.
Before
Hey Chris, how do we send a private message to one of us here in the chat?
I think it's /whisper.
And then what the person's name?
Yeah, I think it's going to be whatever their name is underneath their name here. So like Maricaris or Klimbrum or Octavian.
Okay.
I think. Let's see.
What about to you? Is it just GM?
Yeah, there you go. So it's just /W space and then their name. I'm not sure what it would be for me. It might be Dungeon Master.
I just tried Dungeon Master. It didn't seem to work. So maybe GM. The whisper space.
I think it's
Yeah, there it is. I just got it
All right, cool.
for both of you. So,
backslash GM.
and I don't know if anybody else can see those because it doesn't show that it's only specifically to me. Like when I sent it to you, Russ, it actually said to Maricaris.
Nothing came up.
Okay.
yeah, I don't see anything.
Mine said I did hello to you,
Okay.
and I'm not sure if anyone else can see that.
Did you get mine, Yuguraya?
No.
I just wrote test.
Oh, I saw a test. Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
that was to me specific.
Nope, that was to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's odd because that looks like it. Oh, Octavian to just me. Okay, gotcha. All right. So before the end of the night, I actually wanted to ask Octavian if, like, did you have anything that you wanted? Like, I still have some extra space left in my special ring. Is there anything did you have any spells that you wanted to put in here? What? Could you put in like that your special sacred weapon thing in here, and would it be yours if I cast it, or would it be something different if I?
A giant morning star, you mean?
Yeah, that's pretty
It'll
cool.
be mine. It'll be mine.
It would be yours. Could you have two of them?
That's a second level spell. If you have the room for it.
Well, I can fit. I can fit three more in here, but I don't know. Could two of them be flying around at the same time? Does it work like that? Or maybe we just put something like a healing one in there or something.
That's up to Pelor. Because I'm like a curse.
Just wondering. Or should we like have like one of your cool healing ones in here that like last minute, I could always throw something out.
Well, guiding bolts, healing word would be good. That's a ranged healing. Or the spiritual weapon you can do.
Maybe a healing word would probably be a smarter one.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's your ring.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to think what would be good for everybody. Why don't you throw in, if you're up for it, why don't you throw in a healing word on here?
I can do
think
that.
it'll be good for just be on the safe side. Is that a
I'll
second level?
cast a healing word
And
into
I'll hold out my
the
ring.
Always a good idea to have one of those kind of
What
in
is that? Is a healing word a second level?
It is a first level bonus action, 60-foot healing spell.
First level. Okay.
Renee, this is lovely, by the way.
Isn't it?
Thank you. I made half of it, and Jared made the other half.
It's
Did you want to throw? Do you have another healing word?
I
there?
had 2 left. Yeah.
You want to throw a second one in here?
It's up to you.
Throw a second one in here.
Hey, quick question. Does it only hold, like, well, I guess this is more of a semantics question, but is Bardic Inspiration technically magic?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, it is, but it's a different kind of magic. It's not a
Yeah.
spell.
It's not
Yeah.
something you could, say, store in a ring.
No.
Okay.
It would probably be close to like a form of arcane magic, but it's not. Yeah.
It's a special bardic magic. It's the ring of spell storing is only for spells of certain levels. So you have to have a level of a spell to put in there.
You can only do it if you know the tabs.
Yeah, your inspiration actually your inspiration actually comes from your song or your spoken word or whatever it is you're doing. That's you're inspiring that person at the time.
And it gets the tablature,
Just trying to make sure that we're, I know that sometimes we didn't use, we have a little bit of extra magic throughout the rest of the day. This way we can conserve as much as we can.
How many
I got
slots you got left?
I got one more slot left, but I can throw in like a mage armor or something else in there if I need to.
You don't have anything left in the ring, according to what I've got.
I got 2 shields and 2 healing words now.
No, he's loading it up, Chris.
Right. I thought. Oh, did you cast the fireball out of it?
I cast the fireball out of it at the dragon.
Oh, okay. I thought you just cast fireball. I didn't realize it was out of the ring.
I mentioned it right after I cast it.
Okay,
No,
I may have
out of the
missed
ring.
that. Okay,
Instead
that's why
of
I'm
the
like I still have that the ring's full. So okay.
Instead of that second healing word, I'll put in a spiritual weapon.
Ooh, is that a second level?
Second level was a bonus action, and use your bonus action to move and attack with
Ooh.
it,
So healing
which
word
gives you
and
range.
spiritual weapon. So it's full.
I now
2
cannot
shields.
wait to see Uriah's spiritual weapon.
No, he said that it would be most likely his.
That'll be
unless-
that'll be up to Chris.
So two
We got-
two shields, 1 healing word,
Healing
and
word,
1 spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'm actually making, adding the notes in D&D Beyond. If you were to look at my, at that item,
Okay.
so that way
Excellent.
it's loaded in there. So it says 2 shields, healing words, and a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Marikaris, just remind me, your Oath of Divinity, or Oath of Devotion, I mean? Is that what you were?
Devotion.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so as the night goes by, the rain does stop. Storm is past.
Yeah. Oath of Devotion, Chris.
Yep. And let me stop the rain here.
Does somebody have a TV on in the background?
Sorry, that's Stella's Golden Girls on her phone. I'm just gonna close the door to the office here.
Thank you. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. Hey man, listen,
I love that so much.
if you threw a party
and the sun comes up.
everyone and invited everyone you knew, you'd see the biggest gift would be from me.
And DM, one more thing before the end of the night. I wanted to send one more sending message, and I'm messaging you right now about that before the end of the night.
Okay.
So you'll see that. I'm typing it out right now to you.
All right. But yes, you wake up the next morning and the ground is very muddy. But as the storm had lasted for several hours, but there is a freshness in the air. It's still a little humid, but it's not horribly bad. It's actually cooled things off. It's actually, I would say, probably in the when you get up in the morning, it's probably in the upper 60s.
Oh, is it when you wake up and the sun it's 8 or 9 a.m. and the sun's shining down and it's bright, but there's still a little bit of mist fog around.
Yes, there's still there's some ground fog.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of that nice kind of cool but sunny.
Yeah,
with the sun kind of streaming through the
yes.
leaves.
I pop my head
out. With that storm, a cold front came through and it cooled everything off.
I love that our characters who are basking in this because they've been in a dungeon for 3 days, but us as people are also reminiscing about it. It's the middle of fucking winter,
Right?
And we miss that.
It's personal.
And even when we did have this kind of thing this past summer, most of us were in the house. So
yeah,
because of COVID. Fuck you, COVID.
Fuck you,
We
COVID.
keep our heads out of the hut. We see a lone fairy just
Good morning. Yeah.
Listen.
Hey, listen.
What a beautiful day.
So So I peek my head out. Chris, our horses are picketed nearby.
Yes.
Okay. So when I peek my head out of the door, I just kind of go.
The dome has collapsed at this point.
Oh, the dome is.
It's after 8 hours. Yeah.
I thought it was a hut. Was it a hut that he makes, or is it the dome, or what? What is it?
A dome.
It's a dome. Okay, so the dome dissipates, and so as for those of you guys are waking up, and you're noticing that just standing just off to the side of our camp is a massive white warhorse. That was not there before. That was not. It was not a part of our group of horses.
how massive?
So not large, not like a dire horse, but
like a
Clydesdale.
Yeah, like a Clydesdale warhorse kind of thing.
Okay.
And he's just standing there, kind of looking at you and looking at the rest of us. And I look up and I go, oh. Well, it's about time you got here. And I get up and I walk over to him and I pet his forehead and kind of scratch him and I was like, well, everyone, I'd like you all to meet a friend of mine here. This is Clamor. And
Clamor.
And this is my war horse. This is my horse.
Step out of the dome, about to light my pipe for my first smoke of the morning, and I say, Clamor? I hardly know her.
And here I was trying to come up with a name that wasn't going to be able to be used as some kind of gag.
You will not be able to.
Not going to be able to do that. So he is, Clamor is my mount, my paladin's mount. I had cast Summon Steed. And this is essentially the same as a familiar for a wizard. So he glows with a almost well, he's celestial, so he glows with kind of. He's so white, he almost glows. He doesn't really glow in the dark, but it looks that way. And
Picturing,
He's
who is the
so bright.
Lord of Horses? Gandalf's horse.
yeah,
Shadowfax.
Shadowfax. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. He's got a little
Picturing
more.
the same thing.
He's almost got a little bit like almost like a blue tint to him. Not quite. He's that kind of white that there's some whites that are a little more yellow and some that are a little more
He's got
cooler.
a cool tone to it.
Yes, it's got a cool tone to him. Nobody would look at him and
shines like his sword, and I point at Octavian, or not the sword, the mace.
I was like, well, he's here to help, and he'll be with us. He'll be with us whenever we need him. So
He's so bright, but he's really cool. But he's very bright.
and he's also going to be one of the better ways. He'll be sure to look out for the rest of your mounts, and when we're away from them.
I will look at the horse Mercurus rode in on and be like, "Fuck you then."
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
That horse we will be. We'll just use it as a pack. As a pack
could probably walk underneath your horse.
Probably, yeah. That horse. I mean, it's not like we're attached to these horses. We got these horses, so we'll use that horse that I was riding as a pack for now, and we can donate it or sell him or whatever.
Say that about your own horse. Me and Marigold have a very intense relationship now.
But I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that Phelan. I'm glad that you've made this connection with your mouth.
Don't you listen to him.
And of course, Bennick is probably petting his horse. I can't remember.
Missy.
Yeah, his horse were pretty tight.
Yeah, I know Amy's sword.
Yeah, it's Missy is the horse.
Missy's the horse.
Just to give you guys a little background on this particular spell, it is essentially find familiar, but for a paladin.
Is it Fine Steed?
It is Fine Steed. He is smarter than your average horse. He actually has an intelligence of 6 as opposed to 2. And he can understand Common. I've defined that as the language he understands is Common.
Wait. An intelligence of 6?
Aye.
He is one dumber than me.
And Bennick.
Yep. Exactly. They're
That's
very
the difference
sharp.
between a horse and a bard.
I might make good friends with your horse.
You guys could. I'm sure you guys could go out drinking someday.
We'll play checkers.
Exactly. I can actually choose to change his form if I'd wanted to, into like a mastiff, a camel, an elk, a pony, or at the DM's discretion, other mounts. But that would take recasting the spell. Yes, it says additionally, if your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, its intelligence becomes 6, and it gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak. So Clamor does speak Common, or he doesn't speak it, but he understands it. And I can actually fight while mounted on him.
He's common.
He's not basic, but he does.
I said he's common. He's Briscoe.
He's
County.
common.
He's Briscoe County's horse.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, it's just all white. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's
Nice to meet you, Clamor.
Yeah, does he understand like all of us when we speak to him? If we speak in common, or just you?
No, he understands Common. He understands when you speak it. He can't respond, but he understands. If you were to cast Speak with Animals, you could speak to him and he would be able to speak back to you. But no,
I wasn't sure if it was specific to you or to anyone.
Yeah,
that's all.
And I can communicate with him telepathically. So within
That's pretty cool.
So,
It is like familiar.
Make
It is
Just like-
very much so.
Just,
gonna have-
I think Basil just kind of runs down me and just kind of goes up and kind of introduces himself to Clamor.
There's this height difference.
Yeah. Climber kind of looks down at him, and they sniff at each other, and he's just
I
kind
think
of.
they have I think they have a good understanding at each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have a thrilling conversation with his shin.
Oh, I'm sure that his head comes down and
Yeah.
Basil like gets up on his hind legs and just kind of like boops his nose.
And they and they have a meeting of the minds, so to speak, and
all of you go ahead and make perception checks. Don't bother making them for Lauka and Bennick, who aren't here, but the 5 of you go ahead and make them.
Ooh. 4.
7.
15.
17.
13.
Okay, Marikaris and Octavian, you looking around, you notice that things seem greener than they were when you went in.
Mm.
Where before there was a lot of like browning and a lot of like dead thicket and things like that. Now things look like they're a little bit greener in the area.
Would Octavian realize closing that portal, diminishing that dread feeling, have anything to do with that?
It could.
I'll mention it. That's
I
it.
mentioned at the Phelan too to ask if plants feel any different in the last day.
Oh, that spell only lasts for 10 minutes.
You'd have to recast it because he did it the night before.
Yeah.
But it does seem a bit more. Everything does seem a bit brighter, doesn't it?
Well, doesn't it always seem like that after a good rain?
Well, that can be true. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if ridding the land of that infestation of evil helped to make things a bit more healthy around here. I think the land is appreciative of what we did.
Start of a good day.
Aye. Well, I think that we should break camp and start making our way. We've got a village to tell them to inform that they won't be harried by these horrible orcs anymore, and the local populace is going to be, I'm sure, going to be a lot happier with us. And I think we need to get back to town and perhaps use some of these funds that we've come across here. I don't know about the rest of you. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know Octavian can use probably some new armor.
That would help.
Or
Okay. You break camp. I'm going to go back to the role-playing screen here. And you break camp and you head off. So you're heading back to Blasingdale?
yeah.
Yeah.
Gordo, is that his name?
Gordal, I believe, was the orc that you guys talked to there. Yeah, Gordal. And you come back, and actually the weather is actually really nice for the next 3 days as you head back. And you notice as you get farther along, it goes back to kind of normal, but you're seeing things that looks like things are coming back, like all the thickets, like the thorns and stuff like that, are starting to kind of fall back, whereas other fresh growth is coming in, and it's you've got this feeling of things being put back to normal as you're moving along. And so on the third day, about midday, you get back to where you can see Blasingdale off in the distance. You still see the quickly constructed walls around the city. And as you're approaching, you can see that the barricades are still up, Um, and there are some guards outside, just with rough weapons. There's some spears, some roughly made spears, and they see you coming, and they kind of fall back behind the barricades, and look at you, and realize who you are, and you can see one's a human, one's an orc that are at the gates, and they're like, and the human like kind of looks forward, goes, I think I remember you. You were the ones that went off to Stone Tooth, weren't you?
Aye, we are, and we've returned triumphant. You're not going to be bothered by those monsters any further.
Oh, well, in that case, welcome back to the village.
Aye,
Thank you.
What was this? What was the guy's name again?
The leader that you talked to before?
Yeah, yeah.
Gordal.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
Gordal.
Gordal. Would you happen to be could you point out to where Gordal is? We'd like to meet up with him and let him know.
He's probably at his house right now.
All right. Then well, I think we can find our way then. Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for the help.
Oh, well, it's our pleasure.
So you head into town, and there's people just kind of milling around. They're doing the typical work. You make your way through, and you remember where Gordal's home was, and you get there, and I mean everything looks quiet outside the house. So
go up and knock.
Okay. The door opens, and it's a female orc. It's you guys remember her? It's Halia. It's Gordal's wife. Just, oh, you're back. Well, welcome back.
Aye, I believe Lady Halia. If memory serves. We just wanted to inform you that we've defeated the enemy.
Oh, excellent. Come in. And she brings you in, and they have a small little sitting room in the front there, and you see Gordal sitting in a chair over near like the fireplace, and make perception checks.
Quick question. What's the name of the city that we're in again?
Blassingdale.
Blassingdale. Thank you.
4.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
Perception?
24.
Yeah, perception.
14.
I got another nat 20.
So wash your dice for every session.
Okay, so everyone except for Euchariah notices that Gordal looks like he's been through hell. He has a swollen lip, a black eye, and you can even see like marks on his shoulders and neck where it comes up out of his shirt. Like,
Gordal, what happened to you? You look like hell.
You look like you were in a brawl.
You could say that. Nor came through and was looking for strangers.
Who came through?
Nor he's a hobgoblin that works for Turash Mak. He's the I guess you'd call magistrate of the area.
And he was looking for strangers, eh?
He was convinced that we were hiding strangers. Enemies of the state, he called them.
I see. Well, did he describe these?
Oh, this sound is in the plumage, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
Did he describe these people? Was he perhaps looking for us then?
He didn't say specifically, but he also didn't believe me when I told him that there weren't no strangers in town.
I see. Well, that's unfortunate for him, isn't it? Where's how long ago was this?
This would have been 2 days ago.
So soon after we left.
Yeah, it was about a day and a half, 3 days after you left.
All right. Well, I put my hand on his shoulder and I cast a or just do what is it? Lay on hands.
Okay.
Little lay on hands on him. Give him 6 points.
As you get close, you notice that
Healing hands.
what it looks like on his shoulders is it looks like whip marks.
That he had been whipped. Hey. All right. So yeah, I just hit him with my 6 points of healing hands.
Okay. And you see him start moving his body a little bit easier. He's like, "Oh, mighty obliged."
Aye, that's the light of Erroneous for you there. Hopefully that helps a bit. I'm sorry that you experienced that. That's terrible.
Nor is he's a piece of work.
Apparently.
Got
Do you
Well-
suspect it was us he was looking for?
I couldn't say for sure, but he sure seemed convinced that someone had come through here.
Well, you said specifically an enemy of the state. I feel like we're not. I mean, we're travelers, but not enemies of your state.
To nor anyone who's not from Pomars would be an enemy of the state.
Ah,
Hmm.
well, I'm sorry that if it's us who may have given him the rumors of enemies being in the area.
Did you tell them we traveled through a couple of days ago?
I didn't tell him shit.
Good man.
Aye, that's probably why he's in the state that he's in. Well,
Shall we just carry on and not overstay our welcome?
You're welcome to stay as long as you want. Especially if you rid us of them nasty ones up in Stonehill.
You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Stonehill is cleared
Stone
completely.
Tooth.
Stonehtooth.
Yeah.
Stonehtooth is cleared.
Which direction did Nor go?
Nor he comes and goes. He's normally up to the north.
That's where we just came from, right?
You came from the east. You came
Oh,
from east
okay.
to west.
So this Nor fellow is he? So he left and he probably returned to his base of operations then.
Most likely, he's got a fort about 2 days north of here.
Well, friends, I don't know. Perhaps we should go and pay this hobgoblin a visit.
I think that may be something that we need to do.
He's got a small army with him, along with another hobgoblin named Malvik. Got some strange abilities.
Strange abilities.
fights without any weapons and can do so real effective.
Aye. So does he throw spells around? Does he use magic?
Not like a mage.
Sounds like me.
He looks at you.
I hold up my fists.
He's way uglier than you.
Does he cause
Thank
a lot
you.
Does he cause a lot of concern around here? A lot of grief for you guys?
Nor is he's the tax collector and local. He's the one that's the face for the government in this area. Hi.
Oh, she's so cute.
I saw Eleanor earlier.
Well, friends, we have to remember we are foreigners in this area, and
If we start getting,
Part of me wants to go beat up the guy that beat up our friend,
I
but
don't want to go.
this is a government.
Sure
We're going to start a war.
you're safe on the roads. Just be careful when you're heading back.
Yeah, we don't want to start a war between the Primarch and the Principality.
aye, it's probably wiser for us to probably leave at this point.
It'd
Maybe.
be one thing if this guy was just a shithead, but he's not.
he's an arm of the government.
Aye. All right. Well, perhaps we'll refill our supplies for the road, and then and perhaps have a meal in town here, and then we'll make our way.
Oh, I'll make you whatever you want. I'll start making food right now. You're staying here for now.
Anything.
We can
Anything warm.
I
You
think
have
it'd
it.
be a good idea.
And you
When
see
we
her.
make
You see
it.
Halia scuttle off to the kitchen. By the way, you also see from actually make perception checks.
perception.
17.
6.
10.
19.
I'm rolling rocks tonight. Perception, was it?
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Okay. So Phelan, Octavian, and Klimbrum, you all see, kind of looking around corners, you catch a glimpse of two young children, two orcish children, looking at you. One boy, one girl, and they keep they look in, and then when they see you look over in their direction, they disappear.
So, when I see one, I make a little shadow butterfly in my really weird shadow ways that I have, and I send it around the corner.
You hear, "Ooh!" And you see the little girl come out and look.
I wave.
Hi.
Hello.
They're orcs.
They are orcs, yes.
Octavian does nothing.
Little orc kids.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what those look like. They're probably adorable.
Aye, they're very cute when they're small. Kind of
They're probably they're probably ugly. They're cute in that ugly way.
Yep.
like pugs.
If I notice them when they come back, I will go up to them and because I'm guessing that I'm probably similar size to them.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, and I would ask them what's their what kind of favorite toy or thing in the world, and I'll use my minor conjuration to to create it right for them to kind of play with for fun for a little bit.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I make shadow, like, because I can do what is it, minor illusion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they all are like shadowy, and yeah.
Zella, Benna, don't be bothering the people.
Oh, that's all right. I would imagine your little ones, are they?
Ah, yes. Always underfoot. They're really curious. Get themselves into trouble.
Aye, well, that's what little ones are supposed to do there.
There's nothing wrong with curiosity.
Aye. Aye. So what's for dinner then? What time of the day is it anyway?
It was midday when you got here.
Okay.
You spend some time just sitting around. There you're offered drinks, and Holly is in the kitchen, and you get the smell of cooking food, and it smells delicious. And by the time everything's done and it's evening, she serves the food. It is a mutton stew that is absolutely delicious.
Yum.
And it's filled with potatoes and carrots and all sorts of other vegetables, and everything is just absolutely fantastic. And along with it is it's probably a day or two old, but there is some bread that she serves with it. It wasn't fresh that day. She didn't have time to make the bread too, but
So at some point, when both Gordal and Holly are kind of like out of earshot,
mm-hmm.
I whisper to everyone in the group, like, should we leave them a nice little sack of gold and share the wealth that we have gained?
Oh, for sure. I couldn't. I mean,
we have enough in our group funds.
We have so much money.
Especially
do we want to give them like 100 gold because they have treated us very well.
100 gold to these people. I mean, 100 gold's a lot of money for anyone, but 100 gold to these people. I mean, he could spread it out among the populace here, and it would be a big help.
That's what I was thinking.
Just to give you an idea, 100 gold would be enough money for someone to live a modest lifestyle for 100 days.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So let's
so much money.
Let's give them let's leave them about 100 and and make sure that they don't refuse it. We'll just leave it on the table.
Yeah, no, like we'll leave it.
Don't give them the opportunity to say no.
I
agree. Okay.
Yep, I'm for that.
I'm just going to subtract that from the party fund.
Yep.
It sounds like a good idea. I mean, they have been quite kind, and honestly, we did do them a favor, but we came out of that.
Yeah, but we also got beaten up because we were just here.
Right, exactly, sure. But all I'm saying is that we made out quite. We benefited greatly from taking out the orcs at Stone Tooth. I mean, and that dragon for all the gods' sake.
In all seriousness, like it's not a drop in the bucket for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and once you get back, you got a big payday coming from Raslam.
Oh my god, we have so much shit to sell.
Well, but you got a big payday from Raslam, too.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
we were hired to do this as a job.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
You're right. Yeah.
And we're gonna get, and our mansion's gonna be done, hopefully.
So, Lauka, now that ruby is mine. You promised me.
Yes.
You promised me something of equal value.
Right. Let's make sure. We'll make sure, Lauka. We'll make sure that you get your due what's your due?
I imagine Bennick's rolling his eyes right now.
Very. He's rolling his eyes so loudly it's audible.
Yeah.
So you spend the night. Again, they don't have room in their house, unfortunately for you, but you can set up the dome outside.
I can do a dome just adjacent.
Yep. Just like before, where they let you stay outside. You have a very enjoyable meal with them. They send the kids off to bed, and they sit up and talk with you. You have a couple of drinks afterwards, and you see Gordal actually pulls out a pipe and starts smoking, and
I join.
he offers his tobacco to anyone that
I take.
that is interested.
How you?
It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. It's very earthy. But yeah, you just have it's a nice night in a home, which you guys haven't had in quite a while. So,
Right.
Is there anything you guys want to do during that night or ask during that night before we get to the next morning?
Nothing I can think of.
I just read my book that I've been obsessed with.
Okay.
I want to share some of my pipe tobacco with him. And like maybe we can talk about it a little bit. Like, oh, I got this stuff in so and so, and like, oh yeah, this was given to me by a friend.
The stuff that
I mean, I partake in smoking too.
Yeah, it's from south of here along the coast. Oh man, talking like him is killing my throat.
Gotta do it from the diaphragm, Chris. The diaphragm.
Yeah, well,
Get
it's
it
all
all in
coming
the
from here. It's
throat.
all coming from here. It's that gross, But yeah, he basically says that it's from just south of here.
I'll be reading my book that I think I got from Raslam that he gifted me before we left Phandalin about hydration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
In the
I'll
evening.
be, since I haven't had the chance to really dive into it,
Okay.
and like I'll spend. I would say no to the smoking, but just sit in the corner, reading.
Okay.
In the evening, I definitely peruse one of those smithing books that I lifted from that library.
Okay.
Just
Now
kind of peruse.
This is a fairly small town. They're not gonna, and it's just a village, really. So they're not gonna have.
This is smaller than Phandalin.
Right. So they're not gonna have anything like any other than like being able to probably replenish our supplies for the road. They're not gonna have anything like special that
No,
we
they're
can.
not going to have. They don't even. They've got a blacksmith, but I mean, he does basically, horseshoes and other like things for basic tools.
Can he fix Octavian's? Can he fix Octavian's armor?
No, he's not an armor smith.
Oh,
he wouldn't be able to do that.
Actually, I would like to go to the blacksmith and just ask him to like make me a small like little ring. So I have all the like little things in my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you just like make a little one of these for me? It doesn't need to be fancy. I just want something to remember this place by.
I can do that. It's an orcish blacksmith, so
Yeah.
actually, you're not sure if he's full orc or half orc. He's got a lot of orcish features, but
You're the artist. Whatever you create, I will be happy to wear.
So you're going like that afternoon while you're
Yeah.
You're gonna step out.
Yeah.
Okay. He said, come by tomorrow. I should have it done by mid-morning.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It'd be 5 silver.
I give him 10.
That's it's a gold. So.
Okay, then I give him a gold.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's a big tipper. Oh boy.
I'm a punk. Money doesn't have value to me.
Yeah. So, like, is it the? You did that before we bedded it down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
better.
it would have been the first day. And I run over there.
You guys do have a nice and just very nice evening, and it's an uneventful night. And you get up in the morning, you start packing all your stuff up. Gordal makes sure that you have all the supplies that you need. He resupplies you. Make sure you're resupplied with food and some stuff for the horses and all of that. And make sure that you're set to get you at least back to probably well into Ulig. Just as you're leaving, he's like, "It was a pleasure to meet all of you."
I clasp his forearm, in a greeting and say, "It was our pleasure. Thank you for your hospitality."
Big hearty handshakes all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime.
While he's distracted, I at some point skid the pouch of 100 gold underneath the table.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Don't fuck it up.
Ooh, that's really good. 30-20.
Okay. All right. You do that, and the pouch goes tink on the ground underneath the table.
Nice.
Nice. I have a really good sleight of hand modifier.
And so yeah, you pack up, you get ready to leave, and you see several people in the town waving at you and basically like saluting you and waving and honestly, you get the feeling that you are heroes to this town. And Gordal's like, "We can't truly repay you for what you did."
I'm sorry, guys. Super quick bio break. I'll be right back.
We're going to take a break right now anyway. So as you guys are leaving, you guys head out, and this is where we're going to take our first break.
Cool.
Excellent.
I'll be back.
Yep. So we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Just a quick bio break. So we'll be right back.